Hi, how's everybody doing? So let's talk while I do my makeup, shall we? Alright, so excuse me for the background noise. You might hear my neighbors. Let's go back to 2021. I was at New York visiting my boyfriend. I was also taking 2 classes because I graduated last year. I graduated on my major of social behavior studies, and I'm on the last routine of barely getting my credits back as of this year. So in May I graduated. My boyfriend visited me. My family and my boyfriend just hung out with me during my graduation. And then, as always, me and my boyfriend ended up going out to eat, going out on dates, just doing the basic normal couple stuff. Then I decided to take a counseling internship class. It was pretty good. It definitely matched up my credits. And then just hang out with friends, and also ended up going back to a concert like November 2021. My god, it's been a fat year. And the fact that, we haven't had any shows or concerts since 2019. The last time I did was like King Diamond, and that was in December of 2019. So it's been a fat while. And then, the usual holidays. The last time I even worked for Bridges was in November, but back in September, they tried to fire me. They tried to fire me because my work was constantly taking most of my hours. But can you blame them? Not really, because I actually like this florist job. I like the fact that they actually pay more and do more and give you a lot to do, unlike Ridges that just only gave you hours, very random hours, like 2-3 hours. It's super rare that they would even bother to give you multiple full-time 9 hours or 8 hours even. So it just wasn't doing it for me, and it just wasn't something I wanted to stay forever, because I already seen 50 and 60-year-olds still counting and doing inventory for retail stores. Not that it's a bad thing, but you kind of want to go somewhere in life, And I also had a bitchy manager. Didn't exactly like her, and she just wasn't understanding whatsoever whenever it came to my needs. So yeah, there goes that. Don't mind the noise. Sorry, it's just the background. I've also, spent the holidays back in Christmas in New York. That was a lot of fun. I actually had a good time. Not to mention the fact that we did a lot during the years. Well, not during the years, but during the fact that this is actually the first time I got to spend the holidays with my man. And then come Valentine's Day, it was extremely busy. But back in January, I had to put in my 2-week resignation. And not to mention that Ridges was now officially called Weiss. I've heard a lot of shitty, bad reviews about Weiss, so I was just kind of like, no thank you, I'll just pass. Thank you very much. I've been through enough retail inventory to where I've dealt with bitchy ass customers who assume that you were there to work, but I don't even work with that freaking store. So, it's not even my concern or even part of my job to even worry about anything or anyone. So, not my problem at the end. And then, February was pretty busy, and come February, I had one of my oldest managers from Regis ask me, hey, so we noticed that we haven't seen you since, November. Is everything okay? Do you have a family emergency? And I just told them, no, everything's good. Everything has been fine. And then they asked me, how come I quit Regis? And I just told them straight out, don't get me wrong, it was really good. But then it just ended up being really bad. Kind of like when we were slowly coming out from lockdown and all this crazy bullshit and trying to get our lives together and going back to being, civilized human beings at the end without all the protests and activists and who says what, who says where, who's in charge. I don't know, you can't exactly trust anyone nowadays because it's kind of a fucked up situation, especially when it comes to things like that. And so I just told them that back in September, which I forgot to mention, I suffered a really bad heat stroke in a warehouse job. I don't know what my supervisor was thinking. I don't think she even did her homework. And then I told her that I wasn't feeling well and that she assumed I was kind of faking it. And then once I told her I really wasn't feeling well and that one of the workers of that warehouse construction literally almost saw me passed out on my ass in front of the 90 degrees sun. That was just really bad. And she just told me, oh, okay, just get well soon. Like, she didn't really seem all that concerned, so that's exactly what I told HR. And also, I had receipts on my old bank account with Chase. I literally told them that I purchased water in a Gatorade there, and that day it gave me the specific address and the area and to where I was and what I was doing. And yeah, always keep those receipts because you never know when things like that happen. So after that, HR just took in consideration. They just quickly apologized and they even told me, like, you know what, we're so sorry, you know, we did not think that we were going to, like, expect that one of our supervisors was not going to take you seriously. And I was kind of like, well, I don't know, maybe you should have thought of that before, you know, you take someone in. And it's kind of no excuse to even let someone out there dehydrated. But what the hell would I know, right? And then I got busy with an internship. I got busy with, like, work. And then there were days where I wasn't working too much because not many people were calling out. And then I was also doing more of my homework, which is not a bad thing. But at the same time, I was kind of like, you know, this is unfortunately not going to get anywhere. And we're going to have to go somewhere, like, apply somewhere else. Maybe find a different job. Maybe do something that will actually match my major on what I, you know, was going through, because it doesn't make sense to me to say that you went to school and you studied to become something or whatever you want to do in life, and then all of a sudden you're not even doing much out of it. So that frustration I can actually understand, and it's a pain in the ass. But during times like this, it's also very true that, you know, not everybody goes into their degree right away, and not everybody is going to catch up quickly, not quicker. But at the end of the day, everybody learns differently. So what are we gonna do about it? Nothing. So you can, it's like I said, you can still keep trying. You can still accomplish with what you want to do and what you want to set out to be. But at the same time, is it kind of worth it to wait that long unless you're going to school? Maybe. But is it really worth it to study what you want, get a BA, get a master's, and then just let it sit in the dust for you to be working minimum wage jobs? Not really. But then again, we live in, you know, today's world where everything's so damn expensive. Gas is expensive. It's almost like $6. Some areas is like $7. Inflation is just really kicking our asses and telling us, nope, not today. Nope, sorry. Even during COVID, it wasn't that expensive because, you know, obviously everybody was on lockdown. But at the same time, you know, we got to go back to our lives. But that doesn't mean that we should be living expensive. I'm just going to put it up right here. And then in March, I visited my boyfriend, again, as our usual spring tradition. And it's going to be pretty cool because we are going to be engaged by next year. So I'm excited. And then later on, I get to move to New York. I'm even doubly excited because I lived in California all my life. Not saying it's a horrible place. I just don't exactly agree with their political systems or with how people sometimes are. Not saying everybody, but sometimes. So that really depends on how you see the state yourself. That's all I gotta say. Like, if you like it, that's cool. You know, no one's forbidding you not to. But at the same time, it's kind of like, it is great, but I don't think it's like all that great, if that makes sense. Because there's so much more. I've been to Washington. I've even been to New York, as, you know, the obvious, because my partner lives there. I've been to Texas. I've been to Arizona. Clearly, they are much better in my opinion than California itself. Because in some areas, it's beautiful, it's peaceful, it's nice, but at the same time, don't get me wrong, I do like beautiful and peaceful, but I don't exactly like it too much to the point where, oh, I want to live there, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. But then again, in today's world, it's kind of impossible because even in the safest area, you're not exactly 1000% safe. So this is just my basic look. Yes, this is exactly how I put my makeup on. And yes, this is what I sometimes would wear to work, but it depends on the different eyeshadow color. Sometimes it's not always pink, it's purple, red, hot pink, blue. There was only one occasion I did green, but I don't know. I'm not exactly picky with what I do with my makeup. This is just how you're supposed to play around. And if you don't play around with your makeup, well, to each your own. You know, I'm not saying it's mandatory, but at the same time, it's not exactly that you got to do it in a specific form. I mean, you're the artist. This is your tools, as they would say, you know, your paint materials. And this is what you create your own basic look or your work look or your Saturday night look or whatever you want to do. So in the fall, my boyfriend is coming over. And that's exciting because, you know, as usual, we get to see each other. We were actually going to do it spring, but unfortunately it's too expensive. You're talking like $700, $900 tickets. So I don't know exactly what, you know, don't see the point. And plus I wanted to see the 4th of July, but then ever since I saw the prices, I was kind of like, ugh, no, thank you. I'm good. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm just applying some to my forehead because I want to make sure my face looks like a face. Let me know in the comments if I'm missing anything or if I need to touch up, because it's like I said, I don't mind, you know, you guys giving me your opinion. That's on you. Just, it's kind of like, unless you're going to troll, then I don't really want to hear it, but at the same time, it's the internet, so it doesn't stop anyone from trolling. Alright, so need to sharpen this up. Oops, silly me. It was actually funny because the minute I was kind of debating about making this makeup look or not, because outside is literally 90 degrees. It feels like, but it's not apparently, but it feels like it's 90 degrees. And then I'm just, a while ago, was just relaxing, eating, and just watching a movie, which was Joker, and a while ago I just ended up putting gas and I ended up getting snacks. So it's Memorial Day, so don't expect much out of anything, you know, other than to remember the ones who died and give them respect. So I want to hear about you guys. How have you guys been since 2 years of COVID and this heavy ass mess pandemic? You know, luckily for me, I haven't had COVID, thank goodness. The only thing I've had was allergies due to my work, because I work with flowers, and that's understandable. And lately, it's just been busy, and we're in graduation season. We just sold all of our Memorial Day bouquets, like, at work, and it's insane how much they got sold. Unlike the lazy graduation, but then again, graduation comes in late, and then that's when you're going to expect many last-minute parents trying to freak out and figure out, you know, do we have any more lays? Are we available? Are we able to hold on to them? My work was very specific, and they said, no, we're not able to hold on for anything at the moment, or for anyone. because we're just usually doing the first comes and first goes, first comes and first serves, or as they would say, whatever the hell they say. And sometimes they're understanding, and at times they're just kind of like, ugh. And unfortunately, I'm kind of like, I don't know what to tell you. I can't exactly hold that, keep it on hold for you. And it's like I said, if you want to get it now, you can, but don't expect much out of it, because I can't promise you that we're gonna constantly get some by tomorrow, because we can get some by today, but then at the end of the day we're just sold out, and then we get last minute deliveries, so that's also, you know, great, as they say. I wouldn't say that I'm 1000% thrilled, but I'm also not going to say that I hate it. You know, I've been through worse. Mother's Day was literally the worst. I had this coworker who was such a bitch, and she was a total, like, as he would say, she was a Karen, and she was just rude to my coworker. She was just rude to me. She was acting petty. My boss was just frustrated, and I don't know what to do. Is she going to, you know, walk out? You know, maybe just help her more, help her communicate, stop being on your phone, all that types of things. But then she's the one who's like complaining about Costco managers, Costco not being fair to her, Costco this, Costco that. It's like, I don't know how to help you at this point. And if you're telling us to stay off our phones, that's one thing. But if you're accusing everybody of giving us an attitude, that's kind of on you. I don't know what else to tell you at this point. I'm not saying that I'm labeling everyone a Karen, no, but we occasionally get these types of people. And that gets really annoying. Pretty fucking quickly. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I want to work with you, but it's kind of hard to work with you if you're not going to be committed, or at least learn how to communicate or be civil or nice. Because being civil is one thing, but being all over the place is another. I had that talk with my coworker, and even she was like, I think it's because, you know, her daughter just got married and whatnot. And I kind of like told her and say, yeah, but that's not an excuse. That would be like me getting angry and fed up because my grandma just died. I understand that would hit me hard, don't get me wrong, but why am I going to bring my issues to work? But then we're all kind of hypocritical because we still do it anyways. Okay, and the cool thing is I just got this back in March, so I actually want to get new makeup brushes because the other half is like really fading off on me, and it really sucks because that's what I 99% use to go out, hang out with friends, go out with family, look nice so I don't look like I just came out of bed, and just basically look good, you know. Oh, and of course, you know, when I go out on dates with my partner, who if intentionally, like I said, I intentionally call him my partner and then also my boyfriend. But then again, you know, when he's with you for more than a year, that's already your partner at this point. I mean, I don't know, that's just me. And the cool thing that the state county fair is coming back 2 years after COVID. Yes, we really need that relief. We need to have some fun because I'm not gonna lie to you, it feels like a funeral with a pulse when everything good is going on. And then, you know, you might as well bring out the old summer traditions of what we do for fun. And my makeup skills have been going really good and strong so far. I gotta say, I used to like fuck up on a lot of areas when I would do my makeup, but then ever since I watched like makeup tutorial videos and whatnot, I'm just like, you know, you don't have to be, you know, Nikita Dragon or Jeffree Star or James Charles just to be that perfect. Like, it's like I said, you do however the hell you want to do your makeup. If you want to go for a basic look, a rich bitch look, or ratchet look even, you're allowed to do that, because at the end of the day, you, ma'am or sir, are your own artists. And no one can tell you what to do. And if anyone likes it, too bad. Or doesn't like it, should I say. Not likes it. I mean, if they like it, that's cool. If you don't like it, too bad. I don't know what to tell you at the end. And it's true. I have a feeling that my heart's telling me yes, but my gut's going to tell me you're going to fuck up and look really cross-eyed. But it's like I said, it's a video. And we're talking and we're updating each other, so I don't care. Okay. And I'm also gonna say, like, some people are like, oh, you're moving to New York? When are you moving? And I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, I gotta get organized. I gotta make sure my shit is, you know, set. I gotta make sure I got all my money in. I'm not saying I'm broke. I'm not saying I'm rich. So it really depends on where you stand, because you also don't want to look, you know, cocky in front of everybody to the point where, oh yeah, it's gonna happen, and then what if it doesn't happen? Yeah, that shit can bite you in the ass. And yeah, this, oh fuck. It's close enough. I say it's decent. So the last thing I need is my eyelashes and my setting spray. But since I'm not going anywhere, and like I said, it's Memorial Day weekend, doesn't matter. I just like to have fun and fuck around with what I like. And if it comes out like crooked or sideways, not sidewise. Sorry. Like we say, we all make mistakes. We're not perfect. We try. And yeah, in our own worlds, we are our own makeup artists. And the makeup is our paints and our pencils or our utensils. Or, like I said, whatever the hell you want to say. You can even say it's clay for a fact. God, I really hate it when my eyelashes look that fucking chalky. It's annoying. But due to work and at the time internship, I haven't exactly had the time to organize and clean everything. And I feel like I just ripped off one of my fake eyelashes, but oh well. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing, right? Because some people say it's kind of hard to put eyelashes on camera, but I'm gonna have to check that out, and I'll be the judge of that, because I know I don't do it well when I don't have a mirror, and there's been times where I either lose an eyelash, or it completely doesn't stay on, or it makes me look cross-eyed. All right, the first eyelashes. Okay, that's not bad, actually, but I don't want to jinx it on the second one. I'm telling you guys, I don't know why, or how some girls can do it without their cameras. It takes a lot of practice, and I feel like I'm gonna fuck it up without a camera. Voila, I like it. Time for some setting spray. I know I put a lot, but I feel like if I don't put a lot, then I feel like my face is gonna be completely like caked up, and it's gonna fuck up my look. So for the finishing touch, All right, and this is my basic look on how I look every day and what I bring to work. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, it's fine. I get it. So I hope you liked my update of my life, even if I came off a little sidetracked with different conversations or topics. That's basically what I've been up to so pretty sweet for, I guess, 2021 and now 2022. So hopefully the year can bring us a lot of good, you know, safe vibes, welcoming vibes, positive vibes, any types of vibes, as long as it's good. That's all that matters. That's all. I don't think we need to go back to the 2020 bullshit of the pandemic. So see you guys next time.